First of all, we deliver the world bucks in exchange for something. We don't simply hand it out. We get something as a state, as a financial system. For example, if we import goods and services and pay for them with dollars, we get something. This is really worth the paintings that went into it. The French wine, the Chinese client items, the Indian era products, all we deliver them is cheap little portions of paper, dollar bills, $100 payments, or the electronic equal. It's a splendid manner to get the wealth produced around the sector and to offer, in alternate, simply a declare on a few wealth, which could in no way be clearly disturbing something because they use the bucks and buy them and promote them and keep them. Many of the humans around the arena use the greenbacks that they accept in trade for the products and services they produce to lend the ones bucks lower back to the US authorities, thereby investment our wars and a lot of our ongoing governmental activities. And why is that vital? Because that permits the government not to tax Americans, however, alternatively to borrow the cash from all those who've bucks and are willing to lend it. So the benefits to the US had been extensive. As the dollar loses its primacy, as an increasing number of humans around the world prevent the usage of the dollar, lessen the use of the greenback, all the one's benefits, and plenty of more I don't have the time to enter, could be, are being misplaced. And the effect at the American economy might be big and cumulative. Through the years, Richard Wolff, who's a completely reputable economist, is predicting a massive monetary downfall very soon for the US of America. And he places it in a manner that makes a number of feel, and I concept that I would percentage it with plenty of you human beings. You see, with what Trump is doing in the US, it's miles very possibly that he is going to be provoking a ton of worldwide superpowers who will no longer want to do as a great deal of business with him. And if that does indeed take place, it is going to spell disasters for the United States economy and the USA dollar. However, there are ways that we will clear up those problems. We will prepare ourselves and actually pop out of this beforehand. And so we're going to be speaking about that. But first, let's recognize the mechanics of what is going on and what's probably to manifest in Richard Wolff's words. Listen up. Put it very bluntly, and in reality, different components of the arena don't want to preserve. Having people produce and agencies produce treasured items and services, transport them to the US, and getting in return greenbacks. They want the advantages of a foreign money like the United States has gotten. However, they need to proportion it in it too, by way of having their currency turn out to be as crucial, because the United States, chief amongst them, the Europeans with the euro, the Chinese with the yuan, and so on, and they were performing to realize that goal. The most vital steps: BRICS, a global alliance, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, with at the least some other 6 to 10 countries making use of now to enroll in BRICS. They need to develop a non-greenback, primarily based exchange among them, and these are almost half the populace of this planet. They are, speak me, approximately trading in both the Chinese forex, because that is the maximum powerful economy amongst them, or in some prepared forex that they installation for this motive. That's the maximum tangible alternate. Here's any other one. Literally a few days in the past, the Chinese brokered a settlement among Iran and Saudi Arabia, overcoming the hostility and the wars between them, direct and indirect, overcoming a great deal of the split between Shiite and Sunni Islam. They're commencing embassies in every different nations, the Iranians and the Saudis. And please be aware that Saudi Arabia is the biggest producer of oil inside the world and is now toward China, with whom it is buying and selling more and more than it was with the US. That shift is important. Trade in oil was once performed in dollars, requiring anyone to hold and keep dollars. China and Saudi Arabia are discussing what they call the petro-yuan. This is exchange in oil denominated inside the Chinese foreign money. The price of the dollar in courting to other currencies is consequently possibly going to fall inside the years beforehand. That will make imports into the United States, which we now rely on, a good deal greater pricey. It will therefore additionally pressure up the rate of these imports, and to be able to be an inflationary increase whilst the USA needs at least, we becomes increasingly of an exporter. As our greenback is going down in value, our items become inexpensive for humans buying the devalued dollar. It will shift our economic system round. Those shifts are usually tough. They can also, if they're now not nicely prepared for, no longer nicely managed, produce a crisis. And it may be as critical as the crisis that threatens from the fall apart of the American banking gadget in current weeks. Now, there may be one honestly thrilling factor that Richard Wolff did point out, and that is the truth that the Chinese yuan is precisely what China is going to try to push But it's more than possibly that BRX is going to agree on a cutting-edge forex that they're all going to apply to transact among each other. And while that became going on, there was a little bit of a crypto that came onto that display screen. Now, I actually think Bitcoin is not going to be the only, it is going to be that cryptocurrency, because it's no longer efficient enough for all of these huge international locations in an effort to transact the way that they want to. But there is a number of other cryptocurrencies which can be mainly advanced for pass-border bills at scale like this, that can actually transact inside the hundreds of transactions in step with second. The two that come to mind proper away are each HBAR and XRP. And it's surely proper that every one of those countries, if they were to use XRP, they would save a ton of cash, they could grow to be infinitely greater green. And if they all bought huge reserves of XRP so that you can make these sorts of move border payments amongst every other nicely, they could make an excellent sum of money as properly. Because not like the US greenback, XRP cannot just be minted in the trillions at any unmarried second in time. And because of this, the fee of the forex that they use to change among all of every humans truly go beforehand and start the use of this. The greater use case, the more purchases, the higher the price of that forex. That's why I believe cryptocurrency is certainly the future. A number of various nations can all agree that is what they want to do. Then all of them increase that cryptocurrency or use one that is already formally made. And there you have it. It's going to be an honestly extremely good partnership for each person involved in that. And that is why I suppose that the US is doing the proper aspect through getting extra deeply concerned in cryptocurrency, due to the fact if they pull this off the suitable manner, XRP, a lot of these different cryptocurrencies will absolutely explode past numbers we have never even notioned formally feasible. Now, I have another simply cool element to mention to you men. Before we do that, I need to reveal you a quick phrase from our sponsor. So let's get to that and then return to the video. Before we get lower back into the video, I need to carry a short word from cutting-edge video sponsor ZNT Token. That's the primary token. This is going to be presenting some of unique specific benefits to holders, consisting of huge discounts, bonuses, lower fees, and special charges in the ZND atmosphere. You can see as it stands right now, they are the top trading platform in Europe that is backed by 14 years of experience, whereas Zonda Crypto is absolutely compliant with all of the MiCA regulations, offering a stable platform. They're additionally of path designed to offer an extended time period boom for the holders with their passive rewards. And they offer streamlined buying and selling for simply all of us, in which it offers simplified training, earning, borrowing, and portfolio management with AI assist for all Revelin ranges. They also offer stable bills in crypto with their blockchain-powered payment gateway, which permits seamless checkout options and automatic conversions to fiat currencies. Their stats, they're quite superb. They presently have 3 million clients, over 37 million euros in revenue from 2021 to 2024. And over 180,000 lively users in line with month as of right now, and over $520 million in value of assets on their platform as well.